Yeah, so, AG Barr is a career prosecutor. He's been someone who's held this office before. He knows how to investigate this very ethically and within the parameters of his office. I don't think that he's going to over-prosecute this, but I think he's going to find the truth. And so fact-finding and actually looking for the truth is what's really important here. And so I think that we'll get some answers. I hope we'll get some answers. And if Hillary Clinton is found to have committed corruption, which that's not just a common usage term, that has a specific legal definition, and that's really a category of crimes that really violate public trust and are unethical and have specific legal consequences. We could see Hillary Clinton indicted, and if she faces trial, if she is prosecuted and actually has a conviction or other type of plea bargain, we could actually see Hillary Clinton face jail time.
Hello and welcome, fellow digital soldiers, to True Reporting. It is the 22nd of October, and on today's podcast, we'll be covering Barack Obama today. He has been meeting with Robert De Niro. What are these two planning, right? Remember, those who scream the loudest are the most guilty. And also coming at us from Breitbart, we see Obama headlining Democrat redistricting fundraiser at Alex Soros's home. Remember, this is not George Soros, but the son. So where's his daddy at, huh? Very strange, but again, it just shows you how all these people are linked. And finally, we will be showing this. Disney manager was living vicariously through child you-know-what images, deputies say. Please stop taking your kids and your friends to Disney because this place is corrupt. It's gross. It should be burned to the ground, in my honest opinion. And my friends, will also be going over some memes because Chrissy Teigen is back. She went on a rant yesterday on Twitter, and I've got to show it to you because it's hilarious and it just shows you how guilty these people are. And as you can see from the intro video, TikTok, my friends, the thick-ankled dog face is in the crosshairs of William Barr, and he is going after the Clinton probe, and I'm stoked about this, my friends. Before we get into today's podcast, though, would you please welcome my sponsor, Noble Gold. Hey guys, Thomas from True Reporting here. Did you know that gold is up 18%? That's right. It's been like that since the month of June, and we all know why. It's because Trump is relentless against the Federal Reserve. We know that our money is not worth anything unless it's backed by gold. So why not back your 401k or IRA with gold and go to Noble Gold and tell them Thomas sent you from True Reporting. You call this number 1-877-646-5347 and tell them Thomas sent you, and it'll be worth your while. Thanks guys, and enjoy the podcast. All right, guys, it's good to have you aboard. Before we get into today's podcast, would you please go ahead and subscribe to True Reporting 2.0. Just go into the search bar on YouTube, type it in, and click subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it, just in case anything happens to this main channel. Also, would you please go ahead and click the notification bell so when I post this channel, you'll be the first to know. And finally, please click the like button. The more likes that this video receives, the more times it is recommended to other viewers, thus more eyes on the truth. And with that being said, my friends, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So, Chrissy Teigen, we all know her affiliation with CP and also with you-know-what gate. It's all over the place. Their symbolism will be their downfall. So anyway, she went on a rant and said this, guys, is unbelievable. I have a love justice. When people do wrong, I need them to know they are wrong. This isn't a good or bad thing, but it's me. The fact that I have to learn to let people get away with crap like this is insane to me. It makes me ill inside. Yep, they're just crazy. Don't worry about them. I have love, justice, yes. And my friends, this is just projecting. It's just projecting those who scream the loudest. And guys, there's a lot of expletives in this, so just, be aware. I had a real life before this. I mean, going to the grocery store and crap, parks alone with my kids. Now I have a list of people in my area who genuinely believe we are in a pedo ring that is always almost about to be exposed. It's not just weirdos in random towns. These people are all over. I hate what some people have become and what social has done for this kind of reach. It sucks. And now they post this too, and it'll get even worse. I'm just so effing tired. You know what is not great? I still have to read on social media many times a day that John and I are pedophiles. And I look at photoshopped, miscaptioned photos of us on Epstein Island. And I just have to deal with it because people are crazy these days. If I take legal action, it gets worse because then, to them, it's true, and I'm trying to silence them. It's on posts about anything, random 90 days fan pages, meme accounts, anything, even if the content is normal. The comments are this crap. And it seems here from Methods, she seems nice. Anyhow, that is my morning rant. F you, you miserable Q shit. You know what? You absolute effing losers. What a crazy person. Why would she be doing this, right? Why is she talking about this? Because those who scream the loudest, my friends, we all know there's symbolism now. We're so awake to it. There's no hiding it. These people won't be able to walk down the street. Guys, let's hop into this Breitbart article, which makes me even sicker. Obama headlining Democrat redistricting fundraiser at Alex Soros' home. My God. So we see here former President Barack Obama will headline a fundraiser for the National Democratic Redistricting Committee at Alex Soros' New York City home on Monday evening, according to Political Playbook. Also expected to attend the NDRC events are the group's founders and chairman, former Attorney General Eric Holder, oh my God, and former Virginia governor and CNN contributor Terry McAuliffe. So we know Eric Holder with Fast and the Furious, where he was pushing weapons from Mexico to California and Arizona. These people are all criminals. Founded in 2016, the NDRC is a super PAC aimed at positioning Democrats favorably in the round of redistricting around the 2020 census. They won't win either way. This is what they're trying to do. They're just trying to set themselves up for failure. Aww. Earlier this year, Obama's political advocacy group, Organizing for Action, the OFA, folded itself into Holder's group and launched a campaign called All on the Line, aimed at promoting redistricting reform. In August, the group unveiled another initiative, Redistricting You, that saw activists provide free training and tools to volunteers involved in redistricting efforts and guide groups on how to, end quote, be leaders in the movement for fair maps. Training is the heart of the organizing. It's why I've always made it a priority. From my 2008 campaign until now, Obama wrote in a tweet announcing the effort, which is part of the All on the Line campaign. And guys, the reason I'm showing you this is just to show you who these people hang out with. He's hanging out with George Soros' son. This is what they do. And who else do they hang out with? Well, here you go. Wise guys. Barack Obama meets Robert De Niro and Apple CEO Tim Cook for dinner in New York after the ex-president signed the Netflix deal, which our president right now is talking about. And we all know that there's this money laundering and there's this, it just doesn't add up, right? These people are sneaky. These people are criminals and they're going to get caught. And they're just trying to make all the money that they can. And remember, when the S hits the fan, he will claim Kenya. But it will be too late. Former President Barack Obama pictured arriving at the Manhattan Hotel Monday. He later met Hollywood actor Robert De Niro. This guy is a laughingstock. He is insane. He goes on to these award shows. He goes on to CNN, and he screams the loudest, right? He is guilty as charged for everything that he has done. We all know what they do in Hollywood. We all know, I showed a picture on Twitter the other day where he was dressed as a Boy Scout leader with Leonardo DiCaprio. It's sick. We all know what they do, right? He said that he met with Robert De Niro and tech chief Tim Cook for dinner. The trio spent several hours eating together at Yves restaurant in Tribeca. Democrat De Niro has been a vocal critic of Trump's presidency. The Obamas last year signed a multi-million-dollar deal with Netflix. Netflix is trying to hold on to its vast customer base as cheaper alternatives from the likes of Apple, Disney, and others go live next month. Remember, Netflix is tanking, to say the least. No one's watching it. Well, why? Because every time you go on there, it pushes liberal agenda right in your face. Nobody wants to watch this garbage anymore. The liberal side of things is dying in real time. And you know what's taking over? People who are awake, people who have values and morals. That's what's taking place. We're done being silenced. This is the turn that we've been waiting for. This is the Great Awakening. And my friends, our final topic of the day, which is horrible, but at least he was arrested. Disney manager, good God, more coming from Disney, was living vicariously through child you-know-what images, deputies say. Brett Kinney, 40, faces child you-know-what charge. It says here from Polk County, Florida, a manager at Walt Disney World has been arrested on CP charge. According to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, deputies said Brett Kinney, 40, admitted to being addicted to CP after authorities showed up at his home on Haywood Lane in Lake Alfred last week and found files on his computer while executing a search warrant, according to an arrest report. It says here, Kinney was at work during the time of the search warrant. According to the report, his wife, who was home at the time, told deputies she remembered seeing a photo of a young you-know-what boy about 10 to 12 years ago and asking her husband about the image, but couldn't remember the outcome of the conversation, the report said. After Kinney had been contacted about the search, he arrived at home and was interviewed by detectives. During the interview, Kinney told deputies he had been looking at you-know-what for 22 years, starting when he was in high school, according to the sheriff's office. Kinney told detectives he would search for images with young boys ranging from toddlers, my God, to 10-year-old boys of age. According to the report, he said he wished he had been taught about sex at that age and was living vicariously through the children in the images and videos, the report said. Deputies said Kinney told them he would download and share the content while his wife was out of town, but remembered the encounter they had years ago when she caught him viewing CP in 2006 or 2007. He said he couldn't remember the outcome of their conversation either. Kinney told investigators he knew it was wrong, illegal, and immoral, but couldn't stop himself and needed help, the report said. He told investigators he had previously been through therapy for sex addiction, but did not mention his addiction to CP. Kinney was taken into custody and booked in the Polk County Jail on one count of promotion or distribution of CP, the report said. Disney officials said Kinney no longer works for the company. Burn it to the ground. My friends, a lot of bad news, but a lot of good news, right? We have an investigation into the Clinton probe. William Barr is going to go crazy on that, my friends. There's a reason this is sneaking into the news because I guarantee you behind the scenes, it's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with this probe, but we are only given so much. It's a drip effect, right? They will die by 1,000 paper cuts. These people will not be able to walk down the streets. It's just like when you look over in the UK, right? And you see the president, Macron, people throwing eggs at him, people screaming at him. This is what's going to happen. It's going to happen in America as well. And as for Obama, he'll be exposed as well because we all know all the criminal activities they've done, all these deals and so on and so forth, book deals, Netflix deals. It's going to happen, guys. And the people who scream the loudest, Chrissy Teigen and Robert De Niro, you're going to go down as well. If you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. You can follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. And don't forget to leave a like. You can donate to this podcast and keep it afloat by going to my PayPal, Patreon, P.O. Box, and also we have True Reporting merch. My friends, have a wonderful day and take care of one another, and we'll talk to you very soon. Have a wonderful one. Bye.